signal to the drivers as they make their way out onto the circuit. Let's have a look at the starting grid. So Raphael Henhofer starts from first. On the front row, he'll be lining up alongside the current points leader coming into this round, Farhen Mega, in the 276. Kasper Schurmans and Thomas Strauven make it a Dutch-Belgian row 2. Vic Stevens will be in 6th position, and to his immediate right-hand side in 5th place will be Montego Masson in the 282. Nevio Fischer and Mikkel Pedersen, row 4, with Rafael Balzer and Nikita Genzer rounding out the top 10. Richard Thomas and Max Knappen, that's the top 12, followed by Lewis Reichel and Austin Lee, that's row 7. Row 8, Moritz Volber and Tom Müller. Row 9, it's Hugo Gürtel and Thijs Dams. Rounding out the top 20, it's Janis Diak and Jonny Mertz. And completing the 34 strong, it's David Schnell, Gregor Fagenspan, Louis Detling, Ole Glan, Leandro Fischer, Rafael Gwiczak, Leon Vakula, Frederick Zebis, Tom Herger, Maximilian Schreier, Magnus Pedersen, Jonas Ungnada, Mads Larsen and Luigi Gazzo. So their races are slightly lengthier, 11 minutes plus an additional lap here at Mülsen, and it will be down to Raphael Henhofer and Kasper Schurmans. Not Kasper Schurmans, Farhen Mega. He's got Thomas Strauven for close company behind. Those are the top 2 rows. So 17 rows, 34 drivers in total. So it's Henhofer on pole, Farhen Mega alongside. And this could provide a good point where the championship still is open for anybody. It's only until we get to the final round at Witgenborn in early October when we'll really see the challengers come through to the fore. Into the tram lines we go, the revs rise, and we are lights out and off and racing. And it's a good start by Schurmans and Maassen, who follow Henhofer into turn 2, but a little bit of a touch between the pair. Oh, that nearly causes problems for Kasper Schurmans. Oh, that is the 222. And that was Richard Thomas over the back of somebody else going through turn 3. The concertina effect happening again. And now it's side by side between Nevio Fischer and Thomas Strauven. As, we've got someone rally crossing. There's more dramas going through that chicane coming out of turn number 4. But they've scalpered away into the distance of both Raphael Henhofer and Kasper Schurmans. Looks like Thomas Strauven has gotten ahead of Farhen Mega, and I think that's Nevio Fischer and Mikkel Pedersen that will round out the top 6 positions. So things have come to a little bit of a head. Dramas for Richard Thomas in the 222 entry, as now they come across the line. Henhofer leads Schurmans by nearly 4/10. Farhen Mega looking up the inside of Vic Stevens, that was, so not Thomas Strauven, as several drivers have dropped way down the order. It has been an absolute... Oh, and it's gotten even more ridiculous. All through turn 2, there were 4 carts involved there. The 212 was one of them. That was David Schnell. 207, Leon Vakula. I think Magnus Pedersen involved in that too. So it's just... People are just getting caught out left, right and centre. And you put 34 drivers on a circuit which is as tight in the infield section like we've just seen, and that can throw things upside down, and it's done that several times this weekend, and it's been the most dramatic of all here in the first of 2 races today. Henhofer continues to lead. He's got just under 0.3 of a second advantage over Kasper Schurmans. Farhen Mega now starting to push forward. He's bringing along Vic Stevens. Here's some more argy-bargy along the way. Nikita Genzer, Rafael Balzer. And also the 299 of Thomas Strauven in there too. You can spot Max Knappen in the mix, and he's battling away with Janis Diak. Looks like Gregor Feigenspann has ended up retiring out of the race, not even making it to the end of the first lap. Rennhofer continues to lead after 3 laps of racing, which have been drama-filled to say the very least. 5-second penalty coming the way of the 2:21, and that is Thijs Dams. So 3 minutes completed, 8 minutes to go, plus 1 lap, and things are concertinaing between the top 6. Currently led by Rafael Rennhofer. Kasper Schürmans in second, Farin Mega in third, Vic Stevens, Nevio Fischer and Mikkel Pedersen last time around were covered just shy of 1.5 seconds. Nikita Genzer and Rafael Balzer have got past Thomas Strauver, Max Knappen up into 11th past Janis Diak, Montego Marsen now up into 16th. Leandro Fischer and Austin Lee ran out the top 21 positions. Mikkel Pedersen has got past not just Nevio Fischer, but has managed to depose Vic Stevens for 4th place going into turn number 2. Richard Thomas has now gotten past he's getting closer to Thomas Strauver. Janis Diak now 9th ahead of Strauver, as here goes Schürmans for the lead, and he gets it. The young 11-year-old from the Netherlands takes the lead on the final stages of lap number 5, away from Rafael Rennhofer. Farin Mega is in the ringside seat. He's waiting to strike, and now Rennhofer goes back on the offensive and goes side by side, wheel to wheel with Schürmans, and as a result of that exchange, that allows Farin Mega to get past the 2:44 and into 3rd position. Mikkel Pedersen completes the top 4. Ahead of Nevio Fischer with Vic Stevens, and there's the move for 3rd place. Well, now Schürmans is fast losing positions. Nevio Fischer has managed to get past Mikkel Pedersen, who got past Schürmans. Fischer went through afterwards, and then along came Vic Stevens. There's more positional changes. Dramas for Fischer this time around. I'm not too sure what happened there, but he definitely had both left-hand side wheels on the grass coming out of the penultimate right-hander. Now Farin Mega hits the front. With him is coming along Rennhofer, Pedersen in Mikkel Pedersen in 3rd. Vic Stevens was in 4th, but that now is back in the hands of Kasper Schürmans. Some more drivers. There's a couple of drivers that are making some welcome moves. Nikita Genzer up to 7th. Austin Lee now up into 19th, 1.6 seconds behind Maximilian Schreier, but Austin Lee is past Ole Glan. Farin Mega looking to extend that gap. 0.6 of a second between him and Rennhofer. Pedersen and Schürmans interlocked into battle, not intertwined, I might add, for what is 3rd on the road. Vic Stevens rounds out the top 5 ahead of Nevio Fischer. More changes happening up and down the order. Max Knappen up to 12 past Richard Thomas. Thijs Dams and Louis Reichel round out the top 16, but Thijs Dams, I think, has got a 5-second time penalty coming his way after this race, which will drop him out of the top 15 and probably drop him outside of the top 20. So here's Mikkel Pedersen versus Kasper Schürmans, and Schürmans sees a little bit of light there. He sees the space. Well, he did see a space before Mikkel Pedersen closed it. And now the opportunity to strike, and look at the rate of knots in which Schürmans just dispensed of Mikkel Pedersen, like Pedersen was standing still, and then all of a sudden Vic Stevens decides to pass through as well into the next left-hander. It could be rather close between those drivers. And there we go. It's happened. Vic Stevens gets passed by both Mikkel Pedersen and Nevio Fischer. And that was through turn number 4 right there. That's allowed Kasper Schurmans to break away into the distance, but Schurmans has got probably the best part of well over 2.5 seconds that he's got to find in the next 3 minutes plus an additional lap. But that's a tall order, because Fahrenmega and Rafael Venhofer are pushing the envelope. Venhofer's put in the fastest lap of the race on lap number 8, so 52.236. He's within 3.5 tenths of Fahrenmega. So Rafael Venhofer looking to continue his run of success here this weekend here at Mülsen. And the biggest thing is he took the lead of the intermediate classification yesterday, and he looks to continue that in terms of how he's going to be running this weekend. It's not going to be easy, mind you. We've got just 2 minutes and 20 still to go in this race. And Fahrenmega leads the way. Venhofer very, very close indeed. And he pulls to the right-hand side and looks to get up the inside before they've even hit the apex of turn 2, and it's happened. The lead now back in the favour of Rafael Venhofer from FM Racing. Janis Stiak has got past Moritz Volber, who is in 8th position. Austin Lee making some moves up the order. He's back up into 16th position. So Austin Lee has been putting in personal best. Thomas Strauver has put the fastest lap in of anybody with about 2 minutes to go on the clock, with about 1 minute and 40 to go on the clock, 52.107. But Venhofer was 29 thousandths behind at the completion of lap number 10. We're about to complete lap number 11. So it'll be this, plus 2 more additional laps to go with the pace they're setting at the minute. 52.762 from Venhofer, and Mega was about 1.5 tenths adrift, but kept to within 0.137. Mikkel Pedersen in 4th is absolutely flying and is looking to get past Kasper Schurmans. I think the move might have just happened. We'll wait and see. No, it didn't. Mikkel Pedersen was looking rather racy going up into the 90 left at turn 4, but not able to make it stick. Richard Thomas gets past Max Knappen for what is 12th place now on the road. Thijs Dams has slipped down the order somewhat, and also there's been a 5-second time penalty handed for, and that, now I thought that might have been for the breaking of formation. It was with all 4 wheels for Thijs Dams, so that will drop him out of the top 25 more than likely. Got 14 seconds on the clock remaining, and Rafael Venhofer is leading the way. We've also got another penalty, and it's coming the way of the 2:07. Leon Vakula, 3-second time penalty for exiting the tram lines with 2 wheels, so still broke formation. Timer has hit 0, so Venhofer keeping ahead of Fahrenmega, and we'll head on to the final lap momentarily. So Venhofer versus Mega as they come out of the final corner. Last lap board is out. Who's going to get the run down to turn 2? Venhofer goes on the defensive. Mega looks to the outside to get the cut back. Not on that particular occasion, he does not. Strauven gets past Balzer, heading on to the final lap of the race. Fahrenmega looks to the outside going into turn 4. And there's been another time penalty. This time it's the 2:47 of Magnus Pedersen that gets the 5-second time penalty for pushing. So a lot of changes due to penalties being issued, 3 of which have just been done so. And obviously the front fairings are going to be inspected after this race. And with the way that the race has been, I would expect there's going to be more than just a handful. As on to the final lap, the final couple of corners. Oh, there was a little bit of a tussle there. Oh, Venhofer looked towards the outside. His right front tyre clashed with the left rear of Fahrenmega, but Mega takes the victory in race 1. Rafael Renhofer takes second position ahead of Mikkel Pedersen. Casper Schormans, a credible fourth place for the youngster from the Netherlands. Nikita Genza, great run from the 2.26, finishing in fifth ahead of Nevio Fischer. Vic Stevens in seventh ahead of Janis Diak. Thomas Strauver and Rafael Balzer rounding out the top 10. Maurice Volbel was 11th ahead of Max Knappen, Montego Masson, Richard Thomas, Louis Reichel, Austin Lee rounding out the top 16, followed by Taze Dams, who will be demoted from his current position of 17th. Detling 18th, Magnus Pedersen 19th. He's also got a penalty coming of 5 seconds. Oleg Glan in 20th, Leandro Fischer 21st, Rafael Gvicak, Johnny Martz, Tom Müller, Frederick Zebis, Jonas Ungrada, Leon Vakula, Maximilian Schreier, David Schnell, Tom Reger, Luigi Gazzo, Mads Larsen, Hugo Gürtel, the 33rd and final drivers across the line, with Gregor Feigenspann unfortunately eliminated on the first lap of the race.